There have been several times on this project where I'm trying to install some kind of modification and I'm looking at going, I don't know what I'm doing, but I keep on going anyway. Hey everyone, I'm Grant the Rusty Autoholic guy and welcome back to the channel. While I'm waiting on a gasket to come for that hard line that I worked on in a previous video, I figured I'd go ahead and move all of my accessories up 5 inches with this accessory relocation bracket that I got from Northwest Fab. So I have the bracket and a box full of fasteners and parts, but no instructions, so this might get interesting. Alright, so I just went and looked online. There is a picture that kind of shows how this is supposed to work. So I believe this bolts to the block like this, and then this current assembly that holds the alternator, the AC compressor, and the power steering pump bolts to this. And I think I kind of get it. I'll understand it more once I get this taken apart, but I also misspoke in my intro. This actually moves all the accessories up 6 inches, which is a great thing for me. I need the accessories as high up and away from the pumpkin on my Dana 30 as possible. So, gonna get to figuring out how to take that apart. Oh, I'm gonna have to move my mount. Oh, that's too funny. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm not gonna be able to keep this engine mount. I have the engine lift point figured out. It's not the prettiest thing I've ever come up with, but it's gonna work. And while I was doing that, I figured out how this plate works at the same time. So this plate is gonna go about here, just like that, and it's reusing the factory locations on the block, but it's only using 5 of them instead of the original 6. And I think this is to make room for the power steering pump. And then you bolt your factory bracket to these 6 holes that are higher up. So I'm going to get to installing this on my BEW. I just noticed as I was starting to tighten all of this down, this bracket is just barely touching the ear of my engine here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bracket back off and I'm going to just grind the smallest of portions off the bottom here so it fits over this hump on my engine. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I feel much better about grinding on this bracket than I do grinding on the head of my motor. So I'm going to do that real quick and see if that helps. I think I have all the clearances I need now. It's just barely, but I think this is all going to work. So I'm going to try assembling this real quick and see if I'm still touching anywhere. I'm getting really confused on how this is supposed to go together. So there's that indent right there, which goes right there. Like, that makes perfect sense. But I can't get it around the thermostat housing. So I guess I'm going to go do more research. I'm going to go get my vise out. I guess we're going to start cutting this factory bracket. I got it cut, which is all that kind of matters right now. Now we need to see if it fits. So there's a dowel on the original bracket, and it lines up with this place here, and this gets installed flat on the bracket like that. Now, if I did everything right, I now have clearance around the water filler neck. So I found a couple of more places where I'm going to have to modify this bracket. I already had to cut this corner off to get around the edge of this housing, but this isn't sitting flat on the plate. It's kind of bouncing like that, and what I realized is this bolt here is pressing in, so I need to take a grinder and grind part of this away so this fits correctly. I think we have everything finally figured out. Everything seems to fit. I'm not having any clearance issues. Everything's tight. But we're still not finished. So even though we've now moved all the accessories up 6 inches, we now have to install this idler pulley. And this installs where this motor mount is. So what I'm about to do now is remove this motor mount so I can install this idler pulley. I believe it goes right here. Didn't realize my battery had died. All I have done is taken this bracket out. It was 3 bolts, one here, one here, and one here. And now I'm going to be installing this idler pulley, and then we will try installing the new serpentine belt and see if everything lines up. I cannot get this belt on. I double checked the way it's supposed to be wrapped, and even with this pulled all the way back so there was absolutely no tension on this belt whatsoever, I could not get this belt to go this way and get onto the alternator. There's just no way for this belt to fit. So this is too short, even though this is what was supplied with the kit. Alright everyone, I was doing something else with this motor, but I went ahead and messaged TDI Conversions, which I'm now realizing is also Northwest Fab. They are the same company. But shout out to them. I messaged them pretty late, after 6 o'clock, and they got back to me within an hour. So huge shout out to them. And they actually do have a set of instructions. So apparently the trick is to remove this bolt. It's not much, but if that works, I am for it, because I don't need much to get this belt on. Oh man, it's right there. Oh, if that pulley was a hair smaller, that would work. Okay, I've got an idea. I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm doing this as a proof of concept, not as a, this is my permanent solution. I have this pulley from when I was trying to get the accessories to work on my Kubota. Me and accessories just don't get along, let me tell you. So I wonder, are they the same diameter? Oh, they are. Happy to say I finally have the serpentine belt on. Going to a smaller idler pulley absolutely made it easier, but it was still tricky to install. So I've actually ordered even a smaller idler pulley than that one, because I really want to be able to easily change this serpentine belt on the trail if I have to. And I was having to really use my legs and everything to get everything to line up just to get the belt on. But with that said, it works, and we will be moving on to other stuff, specifically seeing if this now fits with the new adapter from KubotaSwappers, which I will be doing very soon. So, as always, thank you so much. Goodbye.